What's up, my demons? How's it going? It's about let's see, what time is it? It's 6 o'clock, 6:01 actually, to be exact. I'm sitting down here in my hallway so I can smoke a cigarette. I don't smoke in my household, but I am here to have another vent sesh. If anyone's got any comments or any advice or anything like that, or need any advice, you guys can go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below. Today was a real battle for me. It was really was. As much as I wanted to message her and as much as I wanted to talk to her and just, wanted to just try to mend things, she needs her time, she needs her space. I know that. I know she needs her time, she needs her space, and, she keeps looking at the situation with angry eyes. And she's angry. She's not looking at the situation for what could be fixed, and she's looking at, what is broken right now and what can't be fixed. Well, anything that is broken can be fixed, period. I won't give up. I won't. She's mad, so I'll leave her space, and I'll only ask for what, how my son is and this, that, and the third. She may be mad at me. It may take a little bit for her, to calm down. One thing I don't understand, though, is that you go to leave a stressful situation so that way you can go and relax. Not put yourself in a more stressful situation. That's the whole meaning of relaxing, is not to be stressed, so that way you can wrap your head around the situation and not be freaking out. Well, some people don't do that. Some people tend to relieve themselves out of a stressful situation and go and put them into a different situation that is even more stressful, that they thought wasn't going to be. And, that just makes everything a little worse. And then, long story short, that's basically what's happening. Sorry. Every time I do a video, someone's got to message me or something's got to come through my phone, even if it's on silent. My phone's a hunk of junk. So, but I'm just kind of just sitting here, sat home all day. This morning I got called off work. I just took the day and just sat here. Sat here, watched some TV, played a little bit of my game. Since this whole thing has happened, I can't play my game like that, Let you guys know that it was my video game. People say it can be addicting, and you know what? I believe it. It can be addicting. It really can be. You just one more level, one more level, one more level, one more level. Next thing you know, it's 4 a.m. and you got to work at 6. So, when I used to come home from work when she was here, I never stepped up to the plate. I didn't help her around the house, like I said. I didn't help her around the house. I didn't do the dishes. I didn't do any of that because I thought, if she's going to stay home all day, that's going to be her job. And, granted it is, when she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, usually that's what everybody looks forward for and looks towards, that, you're going to come home to a clean house and food on the table. Sometimes it's not like that when you got a 3-year-old with autism. I used to believe that it could work that way, and it don't work that way, so, like, I've realized that I need to do more around my house, as in, just because she's not here doesn't mean that, it's not going to clean itself, like I said, I clean my house, I did all my dishes, my garbage is taken out, bathroom's clean, tub's wiped down, literally everything's thoroughly wiped down. The back of my toilet is wiped down, clean, spotless. So like garbage in the bathroom's taken out. There's not one dish in my sink besides my chocolate milk cup that is next to the sink, which means that it's not in the sink. But so you guys get the gist of it. I sit here and I think all day, and I think and I think and I think, and it's maddening. It really is. It's fucking maddening, and it sucks, dude. That's what depression and anxiety does to you, and separation anxiety as well. I've felt my hand in that one too today. All I want to do is just hold my kids. I want to hold her. I want to, all I want to do is just, I want to treat her like a queen again. I want to treat her like she is everything to me, which she is. She's everything and more to me. Her and my 2 kids. I love them both very much, unconditionally. Nikki, I love unconditionally no matter what. That's why I won't give up on her, and I won't give up on this situation. I won't. Absolutely not. And, I just, I realize now that, that even though that you have somebody there for you to help you with it, you still got to do those things that you need help with. Hence the word help. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And I led myself to the water, and I didn't drink. She was my guide, and she helped me lead myself to the water, and I didn't drink, as by stepping up to the plate. I used to do that stuff when Liam was first born, when me and her, first had him living in our other apartment. I used to, do the dishes and take the garbage out and, help her with him and this, that, and the third. And, we moved here, and we grew complacent with each other, with how things were. And she grew unhappy. I'll say I grew a little miserable. And, we kind of had a self-destruction, mutual self-destruction here. We stopped giving effort into certain things because, the other person was, fuck it, he'll do it, or fuck it, she'll do it, or, I'm just not going to do it and it won't get done. And I hope she does see my videos, and I hope she does look at them and know that I have learned my lesson, and I have learned that I need to, do the right thing and step up and do the, just do it. Do it, as my job as a husband and as a father. I have to be able to do those things. My job doesn't stop when I get home. That's, working dad is left at work, and then, home dad is here. Dad's at home. Dad has to make sure that, you're taken care of. Dad has to make sure that you have your food ready. Dad has to make sure that, your diaper's changed, or you have clean underwear for the week, or, the bathroom's clean, dishes are done, you have food to eat on the table, make sure all the bills are paid for you, stuff like that. My job doesn't end when, sorry, it's about to get dark. My job doesn't end when I come home from work. My job doesn't end when I decide it ends. It doesn't do any of that. My job doesn't end as a parent. It'll go on forever. And I understand that. And I'm willing to accept that. Because I want to be the best dad that I can be. And I want to be the best husband and loving husband that I can be as well. And, like I said, every day it's a battle for me to think positively and to think the right way. It's difficult. It really is. It's very difficult. And I understand where she's coming from with it. Now that I see, that depression is really a thing. And I didn't think that it wasn't. And, and I thought it was just made up, but it's really not. It's a real thing. And I didn't know that I dealt with it every day. I finally come to realize that, I do have depression, and I got anxiety, and I got that stuff, and I spent a long time just stuffing all of it away behind this self-made wall I had, from my past history with my mom, and, her being sick and stuff like that. I stuffed all that stuff away inside this wall, this little kingdom I had. And, my kingdom is slowly falling apart. And now my prince and my queen have finally left the castle. And now I have a citizenless kingdom with just, a nameless king. And, a king is, supposed to rebuild. But he can't rebuild without his queen. His queen is by his side. When you look at a king, you automatically think he's got a queen. And when you look at a queen, you automatically think of power. And it's not power as in like power, I got power. It's power as in she gives the king power to motivate himself and give himself gumption to go be an actual king, to be a ruler, to be a leader, to be a parent. That's what she does for me, and that's what women do for men. It depends on the right woman. Some women will drag men down, some men will drag women down. That's how it works. Some end up clicking really well, others don't. When I first met my wife, me and her clicked, instantly, clicked. Just like love at first sight. It was really weird. And, we clicked. About a month after we started talking and stuff like that, and, I gave her a ride home a couple times, and, one day I asked to see if I can come inside. And she said, yeah, sure. I was like, okay, cool. We talked for like a month or something like that. And, you know, I just, sorry, I was checking on my TV here. But, you know, after that, we just went inside, we chilled. I think she put like Supernatural or like wrestling WWE on the TV or something like that. You know, we sat there, we chilled. I asked her to see if I could put my arm around her. You know, she was like, yeah, sure. And so I was like, okay, cool. You know. And then we sat there and we laid there for a little bit. It was about like, I don't know, like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And I looked at her and I asked her to kiss me. And she said yes, and she kissed me. And that was when that was like one of the greatest days of my life, besides my kids being born. You know, I watched both of them be born. Well, I mean, I was like half tired when Liam was being born. But I was there for both of them being born. I was there for that. And, you know, I'm very proud of that. But the day that I met my wife was probably one of the best days of my life. You know, I was not in a good spot. You know, my mom just died, and I was a delinquent. I was just running around being a menace to society. You know, I got involved in some things, and you know, sold some things that weren't supposed to be sold. And you know, I'm proud to admit that, you know, I'm in a better place because of her. You know, she gave me an ultimatum. She said, either straighten your ways out, or you're not gonna get me back. So what I did is I straightened my ways out. You know, I stopped doing what I was doing. Went and got an on-the-books job. And then, say about a year later, not even about a year later, about 8, 9 months later, my son was born. My first one, Alex. Now that one, Alex is not from Nikki. Alex is from one of her friends. And Alex was, you know, he was not, it wasn't planned. I'll put it that way. We'll get into another video on that one. But he wasn't planned, and I was 19 when I had him at Women's Children's Hospital here in Buffalo, New York. And, you know, after that, me and my ex, we had a big falling out. You know, court case is set in third. And, you know, I got back with Nikki, and me and her got our own place and lived together for about a year. And then we decided to try for a child. Granted, you know, we were only 21 and 22. I think actually, no, matter of fact, we were 20. 19, 20 years old. And we wanted a family. So we said, screw it. And just, if it happens, it happens. Well, it happened. And about 2:33 in the morning on the night that he was born, October 28th of 2016, he said, come on, I'm going. And, you know, she woke me up at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, we need to go to the hospital. I gotta go. And I looked at her, and I was like, fine, get your jacket on and get in the work van. I stole my uncle's work van so I can drive her to the hospital. So that way my son could be born. So I didn't have to wait for paramedics. So, pardon me. So, when that happened, you know, it was like another one of the greatest days of my life. So I got to see the woman that I love with all my heart give birth to the child that I helped her conceive and helped her make, you know, and it was very beautiful for me, and I'll never forget the day, and I'll never forget it. It's burned into my brain, just like how my first son was born. It's burned there. I'll never forget it. You know, every time I close my eyes, I can picture it detail for detail. And you know, after that, after when I held him, I felt so alive. Like I said in the other video, I felt so alive. I could carry him and know that I am a father to him, and I can, you know, teach him things and show him things and stuff like that. And, you know, when he was born, he had real bad cone head. Like, really bad. Like, it was bad. You know, so we spent, you know, he was in there for about, I don't know, say 2 days with her. And he came home. And then we, you know, took about a good month and rubbed baby lotion on his head to make his head nice and round. You know, nice, perfectly round head. And the bottom line is that I'm very grateful for what I have and for what I've had. You know, a lot of the things that I went through in my life wouldn't make me me and wouldn't make me the way I am. You know, I never had a dad, so it's really hard for me to do the dadly thing. And it's a learning curve, very big learning curve, especially when you get a son who's got autism. And, you know, the autism, you can't really place exactly where he is, and he may be 3 years old now, present day, but in his mind, he may only be a year and a half or a year. He may not even be that, He's not fully developing right up here. He has some things he's got to take care of with himself, and with us as being parents, that is our job to do that. And it is our job to make sure that, we take his hinderment and turn it into his advantage. Bottom line is that I'm just trying to be the best dad and best loving husband that I can be, and she's mad at me right now. She's furious with me right now. And, like I said, I hope she sees my videos, and I hope she sees that I do, care, and I do want to try to change my ways, and I'm trying here, and I love her with all my heart, but I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to do the right thing and trying to make sure that, my family's taken care of, and that I can show her and prove to her that I'm willing to change these things in myself. And I'm willing to step up to the plate like I should have done. Or should have kept doing and stuck to my guns and kept doing it. And not grow complacent. It's, there's an old saying that says, when a fisherman catches a fish, you don't see him give a worm to the fish that he caught, right? Well, with a woman, women aren't like that. With women, they love to be pampered, and they love to be taken care of, and they love to be treated like queens, stuff bought for them, even if it's like, pen and paper so that way they can write down their thoughts, or a bouquet of flowers, some chocolate, or even just a chocolate bar, just a drink, or some bag of chips. Women love food, and it's just, I didn't do those things, and I didn't keep doing those things, and I really am sorry for that towards her. I get very mad at myself every day about it. Every day. I get very mad at myself and aggravated. So, hopefully here later on tonight, around maybe 10 o'clock, I'll have another video out. Probably more about my thoughts. Another vent sesh, maybe. And if anyone leaves any comments or wants a shout out or anything, just let me know. Leave it in the comment. If you know me personally, shoot me a text message, Messenger, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I got that too. And just, let me know. And that's that, if you have any comments or any advice, leave it down in the comments. And just, hit the like button and subscribe. I got more videos coming out. I'm not trying to be all depressed and soppy and this, that, and the third. And I'm just trying to talk and vent. If anybody else wants to talk and vent, like I said, leave a comment. I'll give you a shout out. And if you know me personally, or you want to get to know me personally, we can maybe arrange something and work something out. So, but all my little demons out there, carry your demons well. A lot of people have them, and a lot of people carry them, big or small. And, just smash that like button for me, and give me a subscription, and just, everybody keep your head up. Alright, guys? I'll see you guys.